What is the most important law when it comes to recovering money for your car accident case? Hi, I'm Andrew Irvin. I'm a personal injury attorney in Winter Park, Florida. There is one law that's most important for you to understand about your car accident case. It is called the threshold law. Now, this law is not meant to protect you, but it's actually meant to protect the person that hurt you. These protections, which we call thresholds, are like minimum requirements that you must meet in order to have a case against the person that injured you. Think of it this way. The courthouse is locked, but it has 4 keys. You must have at least one of those 4 keys in order to unlock the courthouse. If you do, you can make your case. If you don't have a case against the person that injured you. The 4 keys are death, loss of an important bodily function, permanent scarring or disfigurement, or a permanent injury within a reasonable degree of medical probability. If one of these 4 things did not occur in the car accident, you cannot recover for pain, suffering, loss of enjoyment of life, inconvenience, or mental anguish. So number 1, death. The law still allows someone's heirs to bring a claim if they're killed in a car accident. The second key, loss of an important bodily function, means loss of one of your important senses like sight or smell. The third key, permanent scarring or disfigurement. Now, the scarring needs to be significant in order to qualify for this threshold. But if you have any scarring, it's important that you document it as quickly as possible. Taking pictures with your cell phone can be helpful. However, we also like to get it professionally photographed. Now, number 4. This is where most car accident cases turn. A permanent injury within a reasonable degree of medical probability. Which means a doctor has to state you have a permanent injury that was caused by the car crash. Now, a permanent injury is not just a strain or a bruise that resolves in a couple of weeks. But it also doesn't have to mean that you're disabled or that you have pain every moment of your life. An example of a permanent injury would be a herniated disc in your neck. Although there may be treatments and procedures that can help lessen the pain, once a disc herniates, it can't unherniate. And so that disc will be forever injured. But it's not enough for you to just say you have a permanent injury, or for your lawyer to just argue you have a permanent injury. It has to be a doctor that gives that opinion. If you don't have a permanent injury or meet one of the 4 thresholds, you cannot recover for the subjective and tangible damages you suffered, like pain and mental anguish. Without the permanent injury, you can still cover for your medical bills and lost wages that are related to the car accident. Your PIP insurance will cover 80% of your medical bills, usually up to $10,000. Whatever's unpaid, as far as your medical bills, lost wages, or any health insurance liens, can become part of your claim against the at-fault driver, whether or not you have a permanent injury or meet one of the 4 thresholds. Regardless of whether you think you have a permanent injury or not, it is critical that you keep your doctor's appointments and follow their recommendations so that you have the best chance of recovery. And it's also critical so that your doctor can determine whether or not you have a permanent injury. When treating with your doctors, do not be shy about your pain and complaints. It is common for people to downplay their injuries. Let your doctor know every pain and complaint that you have. If you fail to do this, your doctor will be unable to make treatment recommendations for you. Also, your doctor will not make your symptoms part of your medical records, and that will be detrimental to your case. I think it is also helpful to get a notebook and diary as your case goes along. Track your out-of-pocket expenses, such as co-pays and prescriptions. Also, note days that you are having problems and write details on the problems that you're having. This can prove very helpful to us in advocating for you. In summary, keep your doctor's appointments, make your complaints known to your doctors, and follow their recommendations. The laws that apply to your car accident case can be overwhelming and confusing. This is one of the reasons you hired us. Please do not hesitate to call us if you have any questions.